Welcome to all my 3C students. I know you're studying hard tonight. Just to finish up some of our review, here is one of the questions I've not yet done. This particular question is a right triangle. It's got the right angle there. So I need to use SOHCAHTOA probably. What I've started off doing though is I've decided to find angle B first because that's what it's asked for here. So in order to find angle B, I took the 180 for the whole triangle, subtracted the 90 from this corner, and subtracted 36 from this corner to get me 54. So angle B is 54. We're going to label our triangle according to, in this case, angle A because I've got the 36 there already. So with the 36, I'm going to look across from A, and that side here will be called the opposite side. The longest side, which is always across from the right angle, is called the hypotenuse. And finally, the leftover side is the adjacent, and they call it adjacent because it is beside angle 36. In this case, I need to find, I'm going to look at little a. Well, little a would be over here across from big A. So in order to find the opposite, and I have the adjacent and this angle, I want the opposite, I have the adjacent, and I'm thinking about SOHCAHTOA. That means I need to choose the ratio that has the O and the A, and that would be my tan. So I'm going to write the ratio. You'll notice that I wrote the ratio here. Tan 36 equals the opposite, which is A, over the adjacent, which is 26, looking back at our diagram. Now I just use a calculator and find A. In my calculator I found out what tan 36 was, and then I multiplied it by the 26 here in order to get the A here. I found that A then was 18.9. Looking at our diagram and deciding on the units, it's 18.9 centimeters. To find C, I have two choices. I could do SOHCAHTOA once again, and I would use the hypotenuse, because I'd want the hypotenuse, and I'd use the adjacent because it was given to me, so that would give me my cos. I've decided, however, that because it's a right triangle, and I know this side now, it's 18.9, and I know this side, 26. So I can actually use the Pythagorean theorem, because it's a right angle triangle, in order to find C. So I'm going to write that in green over here in the corner. In this right corner in green, I have set up the Pythagorean theorem. So C squared, that's the hypotenuse squared, is equal to the other two sides squared and then added together. I'm going to continue my calculation. C squared then, when I do that, I end up with 676 for 26 squared and 357.21 for 18.9 squared. My final answer, and I know this is difficult to read, I apologize, is 1033.21. But that represents C squared, so I need to find the actual length of the side by taking the square root. The square root button looks like this. Oh, isn't that terrible? Go back to the pen. Like this. So I'm going to put in the number 1033.21 and then square root that, which gives me about 32.1. So then my value for C is 32.1, and we're going to use centimeters again because that's what's in the diagram. Thank you and good luck on your studying.